Robe is on location in Melbourne, Australia with Chief Nerd Ruben Laine. So it's time to check out the nerdosphere. So, Ruben, how do you know this location?
This is a short drive from our new home in Melbourne. This is St Kilda Beach, and you have Luna Park behind me and the Palais Theatre to our left. Both of them iconic locations here in Melbourne. Luna Park was actually built in 1912 and by the same developers from the Luna Park in Coney Island, so there's a bit of that US-Australian connection going on there. From the nerd side of things, the wooden roller coaster that acts as a boundary I believe is the oldest wooden roller coaster in Australia, but it's also one of the last remaining roller coasters where actually the operator comes in and operates the brake as if riding the roller coaster, which is so cool. So this here is the Creative Integration Studio Melbourne headquarters. We have an office in Miami as well, but this is kind of like the heart of Creative Integration Studio at the moment.
Fantastic, very nice it is too. We're actually going to take a little look back and talk about when you first got started, when you got interested in lighting and lighting control and show business and so on, and what happened, when did it all start and why?
I do come from a bit of a family that's been involved in the industry in one way or another, so from my early youth I've had my exposure to it.
And how was that? Who was involved from your family?
Well, my grandfather was a prolific musician in 1960s, 70s, 80s even, with an entire music genre.
What was his name?
Ademaro Romero, from Venezuela. Just an amazing music genre called Onda Nueva that it's like this hybrid of Venezuelan folk with jazz, and there was even like a worldwide festivals for it. Amazing stuff. My parents were also involved into the technical aspects. My dad was like a bit of a jack of all trades, so in audio and lighting and staging. My mom doing more of the like production logistics type thing. And so when I was growing up, she used to work at the National Theatre in Caracas, and I used to have to come and visit after school and sit there. It's a long crazy story there, but just spending all that time in there, going into the booths, going to the shows. And when I first moved to Miami, one of my first job per se was working at a theater in North Miami Beach, where I really was given like all kinds of creative freedom to do anything I wanted with the lighting console. Shortly after that, I also got a part-time and then later on full-time job at a local production company where I was able to get exposed to lighting, video, lasers, automation, staging, rigging per se as well, like getting some really good fundamentals on just about every aspect of production. And I like to think that that was like my first moment of really getting to experience more than just one aspect of production. And I like to think that that was like my first moment of really getting to experience more than just one aspect of production, and may have potentially like been the seedling to what we do now, which is this fun adventure we call creative integration, which is basically that nexus of all the different aspects of production into one.
You're known as the Chief Nerd.
Yeah.
Where did that come from exactly?
When I left DMD Studios in Miami, after working for a few years with Scott Chmielewski, I took a moment to really find where it was that my happy place lived. And I think that's really where I honed it in and said, like, I know that I can design, but that's not really what I find the most fulfilling. I enjoy programming because it can be both technical and creative. But I also enjoy the putting together a rack and wiring an entire system. I love video, I love lighting, I love automation, I love lasers. And I found that really my true happy place was that little middle point, that being that nexus at the center of all, where you can take your lighting system and your video system and your lasers and your automation and create this very gestalt, holistic type process where like you can really make out of many just one and unifying that control. And that required a lot of time reading manuals and doing trainings and having these very technical exchanges with R&D teams. And I think that's where it came from, just being like the chief nerd. And I guess integrator doesn't quite, I feel like integrator doesn't quite cover the spread. Designer, programmer, chief engineer doesn't quite do it, like chief nerd, that'll do it.
Yeah, that certainly I think captures the spirit.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about your company, about Creative Integration Studio.
For the most part, it's myself, but I have a network of friends, of clients. Like a client is also a partner, right? Like if you get to work with a great draftsman, why not use them again on another project, right? Sometimes I get hired to do drafting and sometimes I get to pass it along. So we're a bit of a network of, nerds, very highly specialized folks. Some of us are broad, like myself, and some of us are more specific to a particular field. And out of that many one, that's what we are, a bespoke creative design agency. We just happen to specialize instead of working with artists, which is what most designers and such will do, we tend to focus our strengths into supporting designers, supporting programmers, supporting other integrators. So when we don't want to be competitive with our market, we want to really be more of a support collaborating nexus that you can rely on without having to, when you have a good idea and you need help executing that concept, that's what we're here for.
Excellent. You recently moved yourself and your family to Australia, from Miami in fact. What attracted you to Australia and how has the assimilation process been?
Right, so my wife's Australian and that's pretty much how we made that connection. I've been spending so much time on the road and on projects that it really didn't make a difference if home time was in Miami, in LA, New York, or Milan, or here. So we kind of make that decision of just moving here where we have a nice support system with our family. That being my primary foundation. If you have a good place at home, then you're pretty much going to be all right. Outside of that, the process here has been amazing. I think Australia is a very creative place. It's weirdly diverse in the way that it operates. Collaboration is for sure at the forefront of it, and I feel as someone that's coming completely from a different market here, instead of feeling like, oh, you're cutthroat, you're coming after my job type thing, it's been more of like, cool, what did you do so that we can work together? That spirit of collaboration instead of competition has been very refreshing.
Highlights, memorable moments from your career. Are there one or two you might be able to share with us?
I think anytime that you put a rigging harness near me and I'm given the opportunity to do things I probably shouldn't, hanging off the side of the Rio with the opportunity to tech a couple of the lights, just because the series of events that led to that was just perfect to allow for that to happen. That's definitely a highlight. Testing out the rigging harnesses for the aerialist at Omnia in Vegas as well. What's this with Vegas and harnesses? That just gets me in trouble.
There's something about aerial, being in the air and being dangling as well.
Maybe
obviously.
That should be my next career move, is to start doing some aerial work.
What do you most love about your work?
I love how well it fits my neurodivergency, my need to break the monotony all the time, even when I'm doing the same repetitive task, knowing that this week I'm doing this crazy repetitive patching for this show, but next week I'm gonna do the same thing, but somewhere else and with something else. I love that every show is a new family, a new group, a new tech, a new challenge. I love that I have the multidisciplinary aspect of it: lighting, video, lasers, automation, design, coding. There's just so many different angles, and like never truly having that opportunity to like just get bored Yeah, I'm really thankful for that. I think that's my biggest drive. It's just that continuous motion of growth that this industry has allowed me to have.
Why do we need light in our lives?
There's so many mythical ways that you can look at into why, and both scientifically and experientially, you just need light. There's this beautiful ethereal quality to lighting, and it's something that we can manipulate. And we've, maybe 1,000 years ago, it was a different story. But now we know how it works. We know how to make light. We know how to change its color, its brightness, like just about every property of light that we know how to manipulate. Even recently, we've shot cameras at 2 billion frames per second to capture photons moving in space, frame by frame. To have that amount of power and nerdery available to you, and being able to translate such science and physics and je ne sais quoi into experiences that go from the color temperature of the light that your alarm wakes you up to at 7 in the morning, to the experience that you have for lunch, to when you go into entertainment and you go into clubs and how lighting helps you drive that experience. I could go on forever on this. It's such a basic part of our everyday life, light in general, that I just can't think how to live without it, and the world would suck without it. Yeah, for sure.